the fourth section of basics of management of subject transport and industrial management is cooperative section, cooperative society and its advantage, disadvantage, and also some comparison among the different types of organizations, business. First, cooperative society. Cooperative society are majorly started for the purpose of service, not the aim of profit. The cooperative society is an association of individuals formed for the purpose of obtaining goods, especially the articles for daily use at rates lower than that of the market. For example, the society, commerce society will be established or started to give product pesticides or even fertilizers at a lesser rate than the other places. Therefore, main aim is providing the product which are required or articles which are required lower than the market price. Their aim is service, serving the members. Thus, it means to level the inequality of wealth which had come into existence as a result of private individual form of ownership. In earlier, there is an inequality that will be overcome by this type of society. Anyone can member of this type of cooperative society in this same area or same field of work. And what are the objectives? Here, the organization is a voluntary work. Anyone can enter or leave. A member can continue his membership as long as he is desired. And by giving a notice, he can withdraw his capital and cease to be a member. Means anytime you can enter or leave this type of society by giving a notice. But there is no limit for its membership. Upper limit, there is a not fixed or not limit. Face value of a share also little less as compared to joint stock company. Generally, it is kept as rupees 10. The reason for that less value, so it encourages the investors. The small value of share makes it possible enroll large number of persons. Because even in a poor man can afford this much amount. And its management is based on democratic basis of equality. Means here every member having a cast one vote, but he may have more number of shares or less. But single person having vote, voting right is depends on the member. Therefore, every member can cast only one vote whatsoever the numbers of shares he has. Maybe a 10 share, 1 share, or 1,000 shares. But the voting right is one vote for one member. Its object is to serve the members and not to earn profit. Service motive, serving the members, and earning is profit is a secondary thing here. It's a cooperation among the members. Therefore, earning profit is a secondary thing here. And what are the different types of cooperative society? One is a producers or manufacturers cooperative society. Producers means who will be produce a product, they will be come together and start the business, sell their product. Or even a manufacturers cooperative society. Manufacturing same type of products or even in a different product, they are come together and start the cooperative society. And consumer cooperative societies. Sometimes consumers are joined together. They make this type of business, sell their, purchase their product by these societies. And housing cooperative societies, maybe KHB, housing board. There are even in the flats also this type of societies will form housing cooperative society. And cooperative farming, the farmers are joined together in this type of society, and they'll be get the benefit of getting the things whatever required for them and sell their product through these societies. And cooperative credits society is a financial, maybe a teachers cooperative society, government employees society. These all are the various types of credit cooperative societies. Producers or manufacturers cooperative society, consumer cooperative society, housing cooperative society, cooperative farming, or cooperative credit society, much more. What are the advantages of this type of societies? It sells the product cheaper and as advertisement and publicity is not needed. These societies are set up for its members only. It is not for general or outside people. Therefore, no advertisement, otherwise advertisements and publicity is not required. You may know that the investment required for advertisement and publicity is much more in case of industries. That will be leads to increase the cost of the product. Such investment is not necessary in the cooperative society. Therefore, they sell the products in cheaper values. Next, less expenses on accounting. The honorary service from the members will be the advantages. Therefore, accounting expenses will be less. It offers its employees better wages and reasonable conditions of services. The employees who are employed in this type of society will be get the better wages and also reasonable conditions of services. And there is no question of forfeiting, hoarding, and black marketing. Here, such activities are not. Yes, mainly the earning profit motor industries are doing such things. But here, earning profit is a secondary thing. Service only. And middleman's profit is eliminated. The society will be directly getting from the manufacturers and sell it at a lesser rate. There is no middleman. Therefore, profit of middlemen will be eliminated. And whatever the profit will be earning through these middlemen will be distributed among the members. And profits are shared equally and the balance goes to the social causes. Whatever they earned profit from this type of business, it will be shared equally among the members. And remaining amount will be kept in for the social causes in the development of the that members or development of the social issues. And it tries to equalize money distribution. This type of cooperative societies equalizes the money distribution among the, and it promotes a sense of cooperation among the members. The cooperation between the members also increases by this type of organization. It is possible to take large amount of capital in the form of loans. The government will be subscribed 8 times of the subscribed capital. Therefore, large amount of capital will be raised by this type of organization. These all are the advantages of a cooperative society. Next up, it having certain limitations or disadvantages. One is as its members come from come mostly from the working class or middle class, its capacity to raise the capital is limited. The people who are investing on the cooperative society, they come from the middle class or working class. Therefore, raising the fund is little difficult. Due to limited financial resources, service of highly qualified person cannot be utilized. Here, resources of fund or financial resources is less, and investing on the qualified person will be limited, cannot be utilized. Although it trades for the benefit of the members, but at the same time, it is not possible to refuse the trade with the non-members. Non-members also get the benefit of this organization. If in case of traders, cooperative society is making the business of trading, the main aim to give the benefit to the members, but sometimes the non-members also get the benefit of this type of organization. Cannot be stopped the such a benefit to go to the non-members. Mostly inefficient management, and sometimes found that management is inexperienced and corrupt. Maybe inefficient management. You cannot invest on the qualified persons on managing this type of organization. It may found to be mismanagement or corruption takes place. And members usually try to make undue advantage of this type of societies. Cooperative society will be misused or misused by the members. It requires better and strict supervision. And also, there is a chance of excessive officialization. These all are the disadvantages of a cooperative society. Then, comparison between the sole trader and partnership. First one is a membership. The membership is limited to one in case of sole trader. The name itself indicates sole trade business. But in case of partnership, minimum is two and maximum is 20 members. An agreement between members. But the sole trader, single person is there is no agreement. But in case of partnership, the agreement is in the form of a partnership deed is needed. While they are forming the partnership firm, they should prepare the agreement form. That agreement form itself it is known as the partnership deed. And capital, fully owned by a single person. Single person. But in case of partnership, the capital will be shared with partners. And what about the registrations? In case of sole traders, registration is not prescribed. But in case of partnership firm or legal support, it requires a partnership registration under the section under the Act, Partnership Act 1932. And what about the risk? The entire risk will be borne to the sole trader. He himself will be take all the risk of the organization. But in case of partnership firm, that risk will be shared among the partners. Otherwise, it is known as a joint risk. Then management. Owner is a supreme. He will be manage the whole organization. And in case of partnership firm, division of work as per the understanding between the partners. Whatever the work is there in the partners, they are mutually decided who will be doing what to do among the partners. Therefore, here in case of sole trader, owner is supreme, but in case of partnership, division of work as per the understanding between the partners. And secrecy. In case of sole trade concern, one person will be managed. Therefore, it is ensured secrecy is ensured. But in case of partnership firm, no to all partners. Whatever the trade secrecy is there in the business, that will be shared, otherwise known to all partners. Next, joint stock company versus partnership firm. The name itself indicates joint stock. The capital will be raised or capital will be collected from more number of people. And partnership, it is certain limitations to raise the capital. The capital raised by the partners only, among the partners. In case of joint stock company, it has a separate legal entity having its existence separate from its shareholders. But in case of a partnership firm, it has no separate legal existence or separate form of its partners, separate from its partners. In case of joint stock company, it can consist of any number of members, unlimited members. But in case of partnership firms, it can have maximum of 20 numbers. For non-banking companies or non-banking organizations, and 10 for banking business, maximum. And shares can be transferred to others without the consent of anybody. Whatever the shares, whatever the capital invested on the in the form of shares, that will be transferred to the other without the consent of anybody. But in case of partnership firm, share cannot be transferred without the consent of other partners. And joint stock company, and liability is limited. Liability will be distributed among the shareholders. Number of shareholders are more. Therefore, liability is limited. But in partnership firm, liability is unlimited, except from the minor members. In case of any loss, that will be borne by the partnership. Next, property of the firm is the property of the company. Whatever the property is there, that will be belongs to the company's property. But in case of partnership, property of the firm is the property of individual members. What they brought in the business, that will be belongs to the individual members. Then management is done by the board of directors elected by the shareholders. In AGM, the board of directors will be elected. They will be done the management. But here management done by the partners. In case of death or retirement of any one shareholder does not affect, otherwise will not affect the company. But the death of retirement of a partner may affect business, or business can be even come to a standstill, or sometimes it may end. And large capital can be collected. The investors numbers is more, therefore large amount will be capital will be collected. But only small capital can be collected in case of partnership. And management is smooth, efficient, and professional. The managing people are different from the owners. Therefore, management is smooth, efficient, and professional. But in case of partnership, the management is performed by the partners. There may be a problem of and disagreements. Next, a cooperative society and joint stock companies. The cooperative society main objective is service. In case of joint stock company, main objective is profit making. Here, membership. In case of cooperative society, it is limited to a particular group, and what type of it will be depends on what type of cooperative society. Is a farmers cooperative society, housing cooperative society. Depends on that. The membership will be there. Yes, here, in case of joint stock company, the membership is open to all. Anyone can get the membership by investing on shares. And minimum number of members in case of cooperative society is 10. And in case of a joint stock company, 2 for private limited and 7 for public limited. Minimum members. And the transferability of shares. In case of a cooperative society, there is no chance to transfer the shares. But here, in case of joint stock company, it is free. Anyone can share without informing the company. Voting rights. In case of cooperative society, it does not affect on the how much shares he invented. There is a one man, one vote. It's not the depends on the share held by that person. Everyone getting one person, one. But in case of a joint stock company, one share, one vote. It will be depends on the number of shares held by the shareholders. Next, privileges. Exemption from stamp duty and cheaper finance. The restrictions are in the restriction by the government is there. But here, no such benefits are there. It's a huge restriction in joint stock company because these are the public companies. Therefore, public or private, the investment by the public. Therefore, restriction also more in case of joint stock companies. Disposal of profits. Whatever the profit earned by the company, that will be disposed among the members. In case of cooperative society, fixed returns on capital, surplus is distributed as a bonus or used for welfare of the members. That is a fixed returns. And surplus is distributed as a bonus, and remaining will be used as a welfare of the members. It is a joint stock company divided without limit as a dividend. The profit will be the dividend will be depends on the profit of the company. It may be varying from year to year. Next, private company, private limited and public limited company. Minimum number of members in private limited is 2, but in case of public is 7. The maximum number of members is 50 in case of private and unlimited in case of public. Invitation of public capital, it's a no. In case of private, it is only among friends or relatives. In case of public limited, yes. Transferability of shares, a restriction to the members only, either among relatives or friends. But in case of a public limited company, it is free. And secrecy is possible in private company, private limited, but it is not possible in the public limited. And prospectus, it is not necessary, and it is necessary in case of public limited. While issuing the shares, the company should prepare the prospectus and raise the fund through mention everything in the prospectus and get the investor to invest on. Minimum number of directors. In case of private limited, there may be 2. In case of public limited, there may be 3 directors. Exemption from legal requirements. Yes, there are some exemption for legal requirements in private sector and no legal exemption from legal requirement in case of public limited companies. And quick decision. In case of private, it is possible, but in case of public, it is not possible. Credit and resources. It is small in case of private limited. In case of public limited, it is a large. Next, protection to the members. In case of private limited company, there's a less protection. But in case of a public limited company, the protection is more because the government will be supervising the companies. I thankful to Y.R. Nagas, our chairman, subject industrial and transport management, transport and industrial management, and moderator, which is